Hey, y'all. Y'all can't see me, but I can see you. I'm just kidding. I can't see you. That would be really creepy if I could, man. That'd be really fucking creepy. That'd be some Orwellian shit. Oh wait, everything's already Orwellian shit. Is it not? It really is. It's scary. It's scary, like... I read 1984 when I was, like, in high school. When I was, like, 15 or 16, I think. I finished that book. Like... I think it was, like, 5:30 in the morning. I finished it. Because I had a test on it the next day, because that's how last minute I am. If it weren't for the last minute, nothing would get done. Somebody told me that a long time ago, and that's always stuck with me. But, yeah, so, I threw that book across the room, though. I was really mad. Because I knew that shit was gonna happen. And all these kids I went to school with, they hated the book because they thought it was really fucking depressing. And I was like, what do you think is depressing about it? Well, like, just the premise of it? Or do you think it's depressing that, like, yeah, this is going to be our reality pretty soon? And, you know, people, they're not ready for that shit. They weren't ready for it then, and they're definitely not ready for it now. Like, there's this kid, I think I tried talking about this before, but there's this kid that he started working with me, and he's just like, yeah, he couldn't believe that I had a portable CD player. He thought that was absolutely absurd. And we started talking about, like, technology, and I was like, yeah, I don't do technology. I fucking hate it. It's terrible. I don't fool with it if I can avoid it. And he just couldn't believe what I was saying. You know, like, he's one of those people that I guess just goes along with the culture. And, I don't know. This other friend of mine, Steven, the one that waved to y'all that one time, he's a really awesome dude. He's the one that came to Steak and Shake. He used to work at Wendy's with me. Like, we're pretty cool. But he's like, I guess he was telling this kid, like, man, you're just not ready for Amy. It's just really funny, like, to think that that would be said about me. Like, I'm one of those people you need to be prepared for. Yeah, because you just say a bunch of fucking crazy shit that people aren't used to. Like, did y'all hear that annoying ass turn signal? So did I. Jesus Christ. We are at the grocery store. The reason we're at the grocery store is because my cat is hungry. I told them that I would be back. So, I hate driving around trying to find a parking spot because it's so freaking awkward. Because everybody's, like, trying to find a spot that's, like... Actually, no, fuck that. That guy has his radio on, like, super loud, and I have no idea why. Yeah, it's super awkward driving around, like, a semi-vacant parking lot, and then there are other people, like, in their cars, and they're just like, who are you? You know? You guys ever feel that pressure? Yeah, we're at the grocery store to get food for my cats. I guess I do live a really unconventional life. Maybe it is the schizophrenia. I think it's the schizophrenia more than it's the borderline. Hello. Hi. Hi. Oh. That is insane how fast a little bird can walk. They power walk. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're interesting. Look. Go on. Keep going. You are on a roll, my friend. Keep going. Do it. I believe in you. Yay! I know. I'm a weird girl. You don't need to say it, okay? I freak out everybody though, man. I mean, I don't really understand though why feeling strongly about something like warrants like other people for you to like make fun of you and shit. Like they kept making fun of me because of my CD player, and they're like, man, she's so like old school, she's so like out there and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm laughing at you, like you're so lame. Like I never thought, like when CD players were first a thing, because at first it was the Walkman. Remember the Walkman and the AM FM radio, and then there's a cassette player, and that'd be really cool if it was a cassette player and an AM FM radio, and then they had CD players. Now this CD player that I bought has an AM FM radio as well, so that's pretty awesome. They couldn't believe I spent $25 on that motherfucker, and I guess maybe it was high, but I was high at the time, and I bought it anyway, and I thought to myself, well, I'll make good use out of that, which I already have. So, fuck you. Like, I mean, I question everything, but there's never been a single part of me that's like regretted not upgrading my phone, or like not going along with society just to go along with society. There hasn't been a part of me that wishes that I stayed on my medication, or I think to myself, oh, well, I should probably get back on pills. No, fuck that, fuck you. Why is it everybody's responsibility to like fix shit? What if we're not supposed to fix shit? And that's not to say you're okay to fail. You're okay to keep fucking up. I'm not saying that. What I'm suggesting is that we allow ourselves to fail, but we allow ourselves to be who we are and experience things and maybe make mistakes, but actually learn from them and not just assume that, oh, his mistake is somebody else's fault or this is painful, I can blame it on somebody. Maybe you're not supposed to do that. Maybe the goal is to not do that. Maybe the challenge is to always blame yourself and figure out as much as you possibly can about any given subject, and so you don't end up repeating the same mistake again. So it's like, I feel like people that make the most out of their life are people that learn from their experiences. So it doesn't matter what those experiences are. A lot of people look at me and be like, well, you're a loser. You haven't gone anywhere. You haven't done anything. You just work at a restaurant. You're lame. 2 restaurants. I'm like, fuck. You think I'm fucking slapping pizza? Like, I mean, I might be doing that. Like, I might have pepperoni in my fucking hand. But little do you know, I'm actually on a bus. And I have a travel guide in my hand. What I'm saying here, what I'm trying to illustrate for you guys, is that mental illness is a beautiful thing to those that see it as a gift and know what to do with it. And so, I can be somewhere else entirely. Now, that is the painful thing about it as well, I must admit. I can be somewhere else entirely. Somewhere else completely off from where I actually am. That's the plus side to PTSD. They don't tell you about it because they don't want you to know that there are any positives to it. That's what I'm figuring out with cannabis. Fucking love cannabis, man. Oh, God. And that's what I'm figuring out with cannabis. Yeah, you could totally do commercials for that shit. I used to want to do that, but I'm sure now they have shit like that. There needs to be honest commercials on that. Like, indicate all the really cool aspects of weed, but also all the terrible aspects of weed. Do you want to get creative in the kitchen tonight? Do you want to see what it's like to put peanut butter on a piece of cucumber? That sounds gross. Mainly because celery is watery. But it goes good on celery. But cucumber is really watery too, but it's like, it's got this weird ass taste to it. I don't know. Yeah, but doesn't it sound good right now? Peanut butter on fucking cucumber. Sorry, I was just listening to that sound. Whatever the fuck it is. I'm pretty sure it's somebody's engine. But yeah, man. I was saying something really important. I'm sure. I'm sure you were. Like, because I really want to believe that there's like a purpose to everything, instead of being sad and sorry for everything that I experience, which is like, it's just a very unique experience, and I feel a complete distance from other people because of it. And I mean, it's kind of... It's cool because it's like I feel like I have all the answers. I know that that's not true, but I'm willing to learn so much. I wish that more people are willing to learn. But yeah, I probably seem like a loser because I don't go anywhere and I don't really do anything. But you have no idea all the places I've been in my head. It does make me sad in a way, but at the same time, it's like when I try to go out and I drove my friend Todd and myself out to fucking Atlanta to see this concert, and it just tore me apart. Just anytime I try to do like normal people stuff, like this is something that a normal person would do. They would buy a concert ticket and go to a concert and be happy. They're at the concert. You know, a normal person would take pictures the whole time and videotape it, and if they waited around for the band, they'd only be doing so they could fucking take a picture so they could show it to their friends, you know? I feel like I'm the last genuine person left in the world, and that's because I'm off in this other world, because this world's not genuine enough for me, man. So like I said, I go somewhere else where my timing is perfect. I feel like I don't have to worry about people misinterpreting me over there. Is that horrible? This is what you deal with. This is what you fucking deal with. This is not... Sorry. She's a little mad, isn't she? No, but it's like you want things to be easy. Like you downplay it. That's what I mean. Like, you know it's not easy. But you act like you're like a bad person or something if you complain about it. I just hate when people complain about stuff that's just not... It's like, why not make the most of it? Why not turn it into something better? You know? And so if I get onto the world for that, why wouldn't I get onto myself for that? I know, but still, I feel like you're too hard on yourself. And yet not hard enough, right? Because I still can't seem to get anything done. Okay, go into Kroger. See, this is the problem. We're going to like go into the grocery store, and because we have money and we're under the influence, we won't just get cat food. We'll get like a bunch of crap. And not just food, but like... See, all these places, they have like all this extra stuff now. Like, you can't go to a grocery store without like being able to buy a tire. So like, as cool as it would be to buy a tire at a grocery store, you know, it's like, there's all this other shit. Like, they have clothes here now. They have incense. It's one thing to have household items. It's another thing to have motherfucking pajamas and shit like that. You know, it's like, why? Because everything's turning into something else, baby. It is. It really is. I wonder if motherfucker got my drugs my money. You are so stupid. Sorry, you guys. You like how I had a big coffee cup earlier and now I have a small one? Isn't that kind of cute? I'm gonna go inside. See, the thing is, I tell myself, do you guys do this? If you're artists, you definitely do this. Where you'll buy something and you'll tell yourself that that's gonna be the answer to all your fucking problems. I don't know if that's a mental illness thing, but I think that's if you're mentally ill enough, you'll have to do art, because you'll have to have some sort of escape. Something that you do with it. Like what I was just saying, like doing something positive with something negative, or something that society interprets as negative anyway. Well, I try to do positive shit with this negative shit. And sometimes I feel like I fail horribly. Just stop ever expecting things to be simple or easy, because they're not. You know, if it's not complicated, you're going to complicate the fuck out of it in your head. Like, nothing will ever be simple for you. You'll never just not need help from a power greater than yourself, because you cannot be restored to sanity on your own. Like, your own devices just lead you right back to this fucking shit in the parking lot. And so that's the thing. You're lucky. I'm so lucky. I have an hour to shop. Is that why you're going on and on? You're trying to give yourself less time to blow money? Yeah, pretty much. It's like I feel like I have to explain my existence to a lot of people. It's fucking annoying. So I keep to myself, and then I don't have to. And people that watch this channel, they know what's really going on. But I know that I'm speaking a bunch of gibberish a lot of the time. I'm not sorry about that. That's just part of it. It's just the way it is. But, you gotta just take it as it comes, I guess. My problem is I'm always like, in the future, in the past, I'm like, what could I have done differently? Or, how am I gonna deal with this in the future, you know? I think it's really hard to live in the moment. And so anytime that I actually do, I'm like so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for just that ability to be in the present. Now, most of the time I'm on my own when I feel that way. I'm like, holy shit, I experience this right now. Like I'm experiencing what this is. And then other times I'm with other people, and that's always amazing to be able to feel connected to others. But I have an issue with that, as y'all know. I just want to be like Thoreau, just build that cabin, just live and die in the woods. That's not depressing. I mean, maybe if the world had something to offer, it would be depressing. And maybe I'm kidding myself, telling myself that the world has nothing to offer me, but I don't know. I'm pretty fucking bored.
You've convinced yourself that everything's the same. But I think depression does that, though. Depression kind of morphs everything. I don't know. I'm naturally cynical, though. I'm naturally bitter. So, this doesn't really surprise me that I don't want to, like, leave to go do things that I feel like are just going to disappoint me. Because they're just, I feel like it's normal people things. Like, all these things I want to do, like, I want to go on vacation. Vacation's a normal people thing. You know, I want to go to this country, and I want to go backpacking through Europe. Well, now's not the time to do that. No, it's really not. You don't want to go through France right now. Also, yeah, I'm just not the kind of person to do stuff like that. Because, like, I can't get my shit together long enough to be able to, like, plan something so that I can go do that, you know? It's like just going to that concert was like, I felt like I was pulling teeth. Like, I don't know how the fuck to do stuff like that. Like, just making an appointment. Like, I still haven't made an appointment to see a fucking dentist. It's been fucking years, dude. Are you surprised? I'm sure you're not. Well, I have a really hard time making appointments. I have a really hard time, you know, making it to work on time. I have a really hard time. I mean, I was late today, but I'm always late. Like, I'm right up the street. I'm right up the fucking street. I'm 5 minutes away. And I'm fucking 10 minutes late. 15, actually. CP. Right? Which is fine. It's whatever. I'll always be on CP time, right? But it's like, I'm just not with it. You know, I'm not, like, you can't change me. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna fucking change me. Only God can change me. And I think that God gave up on punctuality. He's like, there's no way that bitch is gonna get out of bed right now. Because I really tell myself, like, every single time that I wake up on time, it's like, oh, it's God. And by on time, I mean I used to have a really significant problem, like, waking up, like, 2, 3, 4 hours late. So, being on CP time is a blessing to my employers. Because 15 minutes is a hell of a lot better than, like, 2 or 3 or 4 hours. So, like, Boombas, they've never had to deal with that. They've dealt with me being I think one time I was 30 minutes late, actually. Oh, God. Was that the time that you spilled your coffee all over your shirt? I think so. Yeah, but I gotta work on that. Well, you can work on it on Wednesday. You'll have the perfect opportunity. In like 2 days, you can go in on time. Wow them all. Yeah, but it is ridiculous, though. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I just fight the norm. I fight the way that people are. So I just don't understand it. And if I don't agree with shit, I don't do it. Like, I thought of this before and I thought it was pretty brilliant. I don't change my standards to go along with my decisions. I change my decisions to go along with my standards. A lot of people don't do that. They don't know how to do that. So they really don't understand somebody that does do that. So if I hate fake, flaky, ingenuine shit, why the fuck would I be on a social networking site? You know, if I hate how everybody's on their phone, like, why would I have a smartphone? Like, why would I contribute to that part of the culture if I hate it so much? And I fight it. If I fight it to the death, like, because I know a lot of people that they have to have a smartphone in order to maintain, like, their job or whatever the fuck. I mean, I guess you could have a smartphone for your job, specifically for that. But see, that's the thing. I wouldn't have a job like that. I'd have some shitty job where I can have my portable CD player and my flip phone. Not a problem. But that's the thing. I hate this culture, so I try not to go along with it in any way possible. Like, if I can avoid it, I fucking avoid it at all costs. I wish more people were like that about stuff that they're passionate about. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and shop and buy some shit that I probably don't need. So, I'll see y'all. Love ya. Peace, 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 peace.